Hello everyone, welcome back to Betty's Homemade Cuisine, cooking with passion. On today's menu guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade butter with just a few simple ingredients in your kitchen. And this homemade butter is going to be the most healthiest butter for baking, or you can even eat it raw. Okay, and also making butter, you don't absolutely need any special equipment. Okay, using a stand mixer, a food processor, an electric hand mixer, or even a jar with a tight fitting lid will work out perfectly. Just that the jar requires more grease to your elbows, yes, which begins with a lot of hard work, but it all works. So without much ado, let's get started. So I have with me here 2 liters of heavy cream, a bowl containing cold water with ice cubes, and of course a stand mixer. So guys, we are going to pour our cream into our stand mixer and begin to whisk it at a medium speed until it thickens. Okay, alright, now a lot of people ask if it's possible to make butter at home. Yes, it's absolutely possible. And I quite remember the first time I made my own homemade butter and told a friend, she was like, how? And I said, yes, it's possible. Okay, now one of the questions people mostly ask is, can butter be done from the milk likely found in our refrigerator? Yes, no. Okay, well, all that I could say is no, because most of the milk found in our grocery shops contains only 3% fat or even less, but it's possible to make it from a fresh or raw unpasteurized cow milk. Okay, and using a raw cow's milk does not necessarily mean you should own a cow, a goat, or a sheep. Those of us who doesn't have a farm, I've never been to a farm before. Okay, yeah. So, you can get a heavy or whipping cream from any grocery shop around, and trust me, any brand will work. And that you need is the higher fat content. Okay, is the higher fat content, and the heavy cream is absolutely 40% butter fat with 60% milk solids and water. But the one I'm using for this recipe contains 30% fat, which I will equally end up having a delicious and healthy butter. Okay, so in the process of whisking our cream, it will first be softly whipped, then over whipped and thickens. Okay, yes. So the first phase is it should become soft, okay, softly whipped, and then over whipped and then thickens. All right, so after it thickens, the butter fat begins to separate from the buttermilk. Okay, yeah, so this is the third phase. Okay, so what you need to look out for is when the buttermilk separates from the buttermilk, and as you can see, so we checked it out, and we are going to beat it for an extra 3 minutes, and we will proceed. Okay, all right, so I'm going to cover it to prevent it from splashing. Okay, yeah, to prevent it from making our kitchen become messy. Okay, yeah, all right. So as you can see, the kitchen, it's splashed all over, and it's already looking messy. So to prevent me from doing a lot of cleaning, I have to cover it. So at this point, the butter has formed. Okay, butter fat has separated from the liquid, which is the buttermilk. Okay, yeah, so I'm going ahead to squeeze the butter solids in my hands. And note that, guys, This can also be done using a sieve or a cheesecloth, or even a tea towel for squeezing out the water. Okay, yes, and afterwards we will add it to a cold water containing the ice cubes, and then knead it to force out the buttermilk that is left in the butter as much as we can, because as any buttermilk which remains in the butter decomposes. Okay, yeah, it decomposes, which makes it unsafe for consumption or use. Okay, all right. So we are going afterwards we are going to squeeze the butter in the cold water until the water runs out clear, because we don't want it to be having that unpleasant smell or taste. Okay, yeah. And also, guys, one thing that you should also note is you don't have to throw your buttermilk away. Okay, you don't have to throw it away. You can keep it in an airtight container and then store it in your refrigerator. Okay, yes, because you can use it in your pastries or drink it. Yes, it tastes very good. Okay, so you don't have to throw it away. All right, so at this point we are going to squeeze the buttermilk out of the water in our cool water. Okay, guys, the water was very cold. It was very cold, but then I was able to do it. So why can't you do it? You can also do it. Okay, all right, so we are squeezing it as much as possible, as much as we can, to do away any buttermilk left in the butter fat. Okay, all right, and afterwards we will divide it into two, leaving one salted and one unsalted. Okay, yeah, and guys, we should also note that unsalted butter should be eaten within a few days, while the salted butter can be kept for around 5 to 6 weeks in the refrigerator due to the salt serving as a preservative. Okay, yes, and you can also add any flavor of your choice, such as parsley, rosemary, mint. I mean any flavor of your preference. Okay, yeah. You can also use carrot juice to change the color. Okay, yes, if you want to change the color, you can use carrot juice, and it tastes absolutely good. It tastes great. Okay, and it's healthy as well. So guys, this process can be repeated 3 or more, or until the water runs out clear. Okay, so this is the first step Okay, yeah. So as we go on, or as we keep repeating the process, you see to it that the water, the third or the fourth water is not the same as the first water, okay? Because in the first step, there was a lot of buttermilk in our butter, okay? So as you keep pressing, squeezing the buttermilk, the butter fats in the cold water, you are going to do away with the excess buttermilk remain in the butter fats, okay? All right, so this is the second step. All right, so if we compare the second water to the first water, it's totally different. The color is totally different. This is a bit clear as compared to the first one, okay? All right. Alright guys, so this is the third time we've repeated, we've changed our water. So guys, this is the fourth time and we've divided our butter into two, okay? So I'm going ahead to stir in some salt and mix thoroughly using my hands, okay? Yes. So as we divided, we are leaving the other one unsalted, okay? Yeah. And this one I've added salt to it already, so I'm mixing it for the salt to get through every part of the batter, okay? Yeah. So the amount of the salt actually depends on you, okay? Yeah, it depends on you. All right. So as I said earlier on, unsalted butter should be eaten within a few days, whilst the salted can be kept for 5 to 6 weeks. Okay guys, that is it, and we are done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If today is your first time on this channel, a warm and pleasant welcome to you. Don't forget to smash on the subscribe button, like, comment and share to help us grow. Thank you all for your amazing support and for spending your precious time watching. Well guys, until we meet again on this channel, stay safe, stay humble, stay positive, stay strong, keep pushing, keep hope alive, keep believing, trusting in yourself and in your God. Stay in faith, and as I always say, follow all the COVID-19 protocol. I love you all and God bless you. Until we meet next on this channel, guys, I love you Bye bye.